Hello, my name is Mark O'Donnell and I teach traditional Irish instruments with Music Generation. Today, however, I'm going to be talking about the process of songwriting and how I would put together a song if I was writing an original song. So I've been lucky enough to compose and write original material with a band called Billywood for the last few years, and it can be a very daunting experience starting off, and you can be very vulnerable depending on what you're writing your song about. You can find difficulty in coming up with lyrics or melodies, or have an absolute writer's block where you have no idea what to write about. So today I'm just going to go through the process of a song that I wrote recently and let you know how you would go about trying to write your own song. The first step to writing a song is to try and find a topic that you want to write about. It's a lot easier to write about something that you feel passionate about, an event that's happened in your life, or some sort of emotional experience that you've had before. For me, when I was writing this song, it was during lockdown, when I was missing my mates, I was missing my friends, I was missing my dad, I was missing my brother. So any of the male cool people that I know in my life, and it kind of inspired me to write this song. For me, the chord progression came first. So what you would need to do is you need to find a key that is suitable for you to play with the knowledge that you have if you're playing a chord instrument, either on guitar or piano. And also you want to pick a key that suits your range. It is a lot easier to write for yourself because you know how low and how high you can sing. It's a little bit more difficult if you're writing for other people, just to make sure that you're writing melodies that's comfortable for them to sing. When it comes to the lyrics, you could write in any style that you like. You could write something that's very literal. So if you're telling a story, it follows a direct route from the top to the end. Or alternatively, you could write something that is open to interpretation. So if people listen to it, they might find a different meaning from the song than the way you wrote it or from the way someone else is listening to it. So the layout for this song and many other songs is an intro, followed by verse 1, verse 2, chorus, verse 3, bridge, chorus. And this, you will find a layout in many songs. And I will have an information sheet at the end of this video with all of the points that I'm talking about. Your intro to the song. And for me, I had a chord progression in my head that I wanted to use for some song. I didn't know what it was, but this lent well to this song. So the chords that I used for my intro were So as I said before, that your intro should be in a key that suits you singing. It should have a nice tempo that will suit the song, and it will also set the rhythm for what the song is going to sound like. So on to the first verse. And the first verse is an opportunity for you to set the scene. It gives the listener an automatic sense of where you are and what you're doing. You should also be aware of a rhyming scheme for the song. So for this one, I picked A, repeat. So it's basically A, and I'll talk more about that in a second once we talk about the lyrics. You could go for A, B, which means that the first two lines would rhyme and the second two lines would rhyme. You could go A, B, where both A lines rhyme and both of your B lines rhyme. Also, there are songs that do not rhyme, so you can totally be open to that as well. So for this song, my opening lines are: last night I had a dream I hope comes true. I was sitting by the fire and I was sitting next to you, sitting next to you. Okay, so I've used A and I've repeated A, and for me it worked for this song. So what you would need to do is make sure that your end of each of your lines rhyme depending on the rhyming scheme that you want to go for. So once you have your lyrics, you want to put that to a melody. An easy way to do it is find your chords first. You don't want to have too many changing chords at the start, okay? So for me, for this song, with the lyrics and the chords together, it sounded like: last night I had a dream I hope comes true. I was sitting by the fire and I was sitting to you. Sitting next to you. So that is without any rhythm, and that is literally just the chords that we have underneath the lyrics that we just wrote. So once we've set the scene, we're on to verse 2. So I'm going to use the same chords again, and I'm going to change the lyrics, obviously, for the second verse. So last night I had a dream, I hope it comes true. I was sitting by the fire and I was sitting next to you. Sitting next to you. So it's going to follow the same pattern and the same rhyming scheme. So my second verse then sounds like, some say see what you wanna see, but you sat there still and you were grinning right at me. Oh, you were grinning right at me. So after my first and second verse, where I've set the scene, we're going to go into the chorus. So the chorus is where you get the chance to punch home the message of the song. And as I said, that this song for me was about missing people. So what you would need to do for your chorus is, because it's going to be repeated the most often, that you would need to find something that sounds good to the ear. So for this you can use a couple of tricks. You could change tonality, which means go from major chords to minor chords, which would be a nice treat for the ear. You can increase your octave, go up the octave when you're singing, sing higher notes in your range. And you could also change the rhyming scheme if you wanted to as well, and the rhythm. So focusing on lyrics and chords for the chorus, what I wrote was, I have gone up in range, I have gone to a major key, and I have changed the rhythm. But for now I'll leave out the rhythm so you can hear the chords and the lyrics. So it would be, where have all the good men gone? And where have you been? And where have all the good men gone? Stuck between a hard place and a stone. So again, it punches home the message that I intended to write for the song, and also it gives a little bit of a treat for the ear as it goes up and changes key as well. So if we put that all together, our intro, our first verse and our chorus, with rhythm, it would sound like this. Last night I had a dream, I hope comes true. I was sitting by the fire and I was sitting next to you. I was sitting next to you. Some say see what you wanna see, but you sat there still and you were grinning right at me. Oh, you were grinning right at me. And I said, where are all the good men gone? Where have you been? And where are all the good men gone? Stuck between a hard place and a stone. Something a little bit like that. Apologies for the singing, it's been a while. So I hope you found something that you could find helpful in this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact Music Generation Mayo. Best of luck with it.